You're up early this morning, Betty?
Well, I've got my bulbs up, ready to do my bedding plants. They make a nice display, don't you think?
Yes, lovely.
But you didn't come out here to talk about gardening, did you?
I was going to try and visit Steph this morning.
Oh, good idea. Give her my love.
I'm not sure she'll understand the state she's in.
Well, folk aren't so different from plants, you know. My Seth taught me that.
Sorry, you rather lost me there, but...
Well, they get buffeted about by the storms. Sometimes you come out of a morning and they're flat to the ground. You think they've gone. But with a little bit of sunshine and TLC, they soon come up smiling again.
Glad to see you're up. I'm sorry about my behaviour.
You did have a difficult weekend.
Well, I expect you're used to it in here, them all being barking mad.
That's not a phrase we like to use.
Oh, what would you call them?
You're feeling better today?
Yeah, you bet. One thing I know is I couldn't have seen Terence. The second thing I know is if I did, there was a reason for it. Am I confusing you? Yeah, I'm confusing myself. Funny. I normally see things so clearly.
Doesn't look like there's anybody in. Well, Psycho Steph's in hospital. Maybe Adam's gone off somewhere as well. What if we have got the morning off? We could go into Hutton. I've got revision. I don't want to get behind. You're such a swab. Hiya, we're here for cleaning.
Oh, actually, I've cancelled all the guests, so that won't be necessary.
Are you sacking us? Well, you can't. Steph's our boss.
Look, here's your money, and, I tell you what, I'll call you when I need you. Thanks.
Let's go and spend it. Oh, not me. I've got to revise.
Wake up, Sleeping Beauty!
Naff off!
Come on, we're going out.
Too tired.
How can you be tired? All you do is drink, sleep, and break wind. Oh.
I don't moan at your hobbies.
Hey, it's our first day on the bins.
You want me to work? In my condition, I'm a sick man.
You're an idle get.
Whatever.
No, not have noticed. But things are getting tight round here. There is no money in the pot, and there is no food in the larder.
Not hungry.
And there is no money for booze or the betting shop either.
I didn't realise it was that serious.
I know it's against your principles, but there's nothing else for it. Now, come on.
We've been calling into all the local parishes.
I'm patron of an orphanage in Bosnia, and we're looking for people to collect up old books and toys to send out.
Why is it your sort always help people abroad? There's plenty of poor people in this country, you know.
I'll watch that one. Should be expecting you to make a collection for Dingles next. I can't speak for my sort, but my brother died in a field hospital over there.
Oh, I see.
Well, I could always organise a collection if Ashley's too busy.
Yeah, and me and Jasmine will go on the scrounge for you.
Oh, I didn't think this was your sort of charity.
Oh, I've changed my mind.
Make any progress with those contacts I suggested?
Well, they were a bit worried about dealing with new management.
It takes a while. If you got any interest, I can call them. Give them the hard sell.
Don't trust the little woman to handle it all on her own.
I didn't mean. It's just we work as a team.
Yes, well, this half of the team has just sealed 2 new contracts.
I'm impressed.
Me too. But having seen how she dealt with Alistair, I'm not entirely surprised.
Maybe it's time we put all that behind us and learn to work together.
We need some goods taken out to Bosnia. We're hoping it's going to be a regular trip.
I don't get this. You've never been much of a good Samaritan. How come suddenly you want to help Bosnia? I can't win. Everyone tells me I'm selfish. When I try to do something good, I'm still wrong.
Fine.
I'll nominate you for the Nobel Peace Prize. I just don't understand why you had to volunteer me. Because I thought it'd be more fun with two, something we could do together. Sorry, I really need to concentrate on my exams.
Hi, girls. Now, put a notice up asking for donations, and anything you collect, you can store at the village hall.
Well, I'm not sure I'll have time to do much. I don't think this is such a good idea.
But we promised we'd help.
Yeah, I know, but...
I was really pleased when you offered. I thought you were finally taking some responsibility. Now, come on. Don't let me down.
I'll start tomorrow.
Great. Got that.
OK, I'll come along with you.
You got a visitor? I'll leave you to it.
I've got nothing to say to you.
It's hardly a way to greet your husband. After all I've done for you.
What have you done for me, Adam? Killed my brother, arranged for me to stay in here. Thanks.
Your brain's all jumbled. You're seeing people who aren't there, remembering things that never happened.
That's your take on it. I know what happened, and whatever you do or say, you know too.
Are you sure about that?
I will get better.
I do hope so.
No, you don't. It suits you to have me locked away.
Because it's what you need.
Maybe you're right, darling. Oh, I think you might be interested in these. I've been doing a spot of painting. You're not going to like the subject. Good therapy. Helps me get it out of my system. Well, that's till I can convince people that it really happened.
That's never going to happen, Steph.
Oh, I think it is, Adam. They're assessing me in 3 weeks.
They can't let you out of here while you're considered to be a danger to yourself or anyone else.
Well, I'll just have to convince them differently, won't I?
When's Shadrach going to help?
Right. Oh, don't worry. I can do the work of two.
Lunch break, is it?
For me, yeah. Those who sloped off after half an hour don't need one.
Carl were picking on me.
He found you kipping in recycling. Pint, please, Paul.
Come on. Both are all faint. It must have been the lack of food and drink.
Aye, and what's all this about you making inappropriate remarks to Desdemona Prue?
She was getting a bit so. I was just complimenting her on her assets.
What assets? She's too ton of blubber.
Oh, I like a big woman.
Yeah, well, big mistake. Because your misdemeanour means that you're still Brassic, whereas I am in funds.
You wouldn't see us without a drink, though.
Oh, I'll get around when you can.
Naturally, we will try and help with expenses, but this is a registered charity, and we were hoping that...
There seems to be some sort of misunderstanding.
Oh, I see. I thought after the wedding fiasco that you might be glad to do something to make amends.
We don't lower our price. For anyone.
Why don't you just get lost?
I wish I could. But you seem determined to make trouble.
By telling the truth.
You're a sad, mad woman. You don't know what the truth is.
I know what you did.
You know nothing. You will say nothing.
Get your hands off me!
I'm trying to help you, you stupid woman. But if you carry on like this, you're going to get us both locked up.
I am locked up! It's you, Adam. It's you that needs sorting out, not me.
Nurse! Nurse! She needs help!
Can you see him for what he is? Why won't you listen to me?
She needs sedating.
She's my patient. I'll decide what she needs. But it would be easier if you gentlemen left now. You seem to be doing so well. What went wrong?
Adam.
Your husband? Why are you so angry with him?
He's playing games. He stuck me in here.
You think you shouldn't be here?
I know I shouldn't be here. The same as I know I couldn't have seen Terence.
Then perhaps that's why your husband wanted you here, so we could help you get over that confusion.
He wants me here so I can't talk. Terence is dead. Look, even if you don't believe what I'm saying, you know that I do. I would be a lot calmer if I could get all this off my chest. That's what you want, isn't it? Please, let me talk to the police.
Good afternoon, Inspector. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you could answer a few questions.
About what?
Terence Turner?
I haven't seen him for weeks.
No one has, sir.
You'd better come in. Well, there's really not very much I can tell you, I'm afraid. He left the village under a bit of a cloud. I believe your abuse unit wanted to question him at the time?
That charge has been dropped, sir. Though we'd still like to talk to him about breaking an injunction. Amongst other things.
What other things?
As you're aware, sir, your wife has made certain allegations.
And as you should be aware, my wife has been sectioned following a mental breakdown. In the circumstances, I wouldn't have thought anyone would take her fantasies very seriously. I'm sorry, We've only been married a few weeks, and now it looks like I could lose her for years. It's a stressful time for me, and, well, all these questions don't really help.
I'm sorry if I seem insensitive, sir. But we have a duty to follow these matters on.
You don't look as though it went so well.
Well, that's what worries me. The nurse said she seemed much calmer.
Oh, so she is making progress.
And yet when I went in, she was completely hysterical.
And you don't know what set her off?
I'm not sure, but I think it's something to do with Adam.
I see.
Well, she seems to have turned completely against him. I mean, she went for him with a spade. And look what she told the police.
Well, she's told the police things before, and it turned out not to be true.
Yes, I know, and it's not that I'm thinking she's entirely rational, and Adam's been a great help over the abuse. But...
Yeah, well, she has turned on people suddenly and for no reason. Look what she did to you.
Well, the truth is there was a reason, even though we didn't think so at the time. Supposing there's a reason this time.
Are you saying you believe her?
I just don't know, Biddy.
You're hard at it. I've got to earn a crust, mate. And I'm supposed to have 2 dingles on the round with us. There's, easier ways. I can use a job on the haulage. What, working under you? Means a lot more money.
Is, Mr. Turner in?
Yeah?
I was wondering if I could ask you both a few questions.
Right. Come in.
Well, I got your message. Unfortunately, Lisa's taken a bit of time off.
Pity.
Anything I can help you with?
Not sure. We were looking for a mechanic, and we know she's had a lot of experience with trucks.
Well, so have I.
We need someone reliable.
And you're saying I'm not?
You've got a lot on. You might spread yourself too thin.
I never turn work down. If it comes to it, I'll have to hire someone else, won't I?
I also hear you're helping out up at the new development. Wouldn't that mean a conflict of loyalty?
Your family fights are your business. All I'm interested in is your cheque.
A man after my own heart. I'll get the contract drawn up.
You've made a mistake on these rotors.
What now?
Well, you put Eddie down for the Skipdale run. He's already doing Robblesfield.
Can I have a word?
I was going to call you in anyway. There's no chance of you working a few extra shifts.
Well, I'm afraid not.
You're not going on sick leave now, are you?
Well, there's no need. I'm quitting.
Got another job?
Yeah.
With a haulage company?
Hey, how did you guess?
Well, it could be because we're telepathic, or it might be because my scumbag brother is really starting to get on my nerves.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
When did you last see your son?
February the 22nd.
You haven't heard from him since?
No, but I don't expect to. We parted on bad terms.
He stole money from Alan.
I didn't realise that.
No, well, it was a family matter. There was no need for police involvement.
As you wish, sir. However, there have been problems between your children. What was Dr. Forsyth's attitude to all this?
Well, he was very supportive of Steph.
How did he and Terence get on?
They hated each other. I reckon Terence was jealous because Steph loved Adam.
I think the inspector would prefer it if we dealt in facts, Betty, rather than opinions.
Indeed. According to my information, there was a fight in the Woolpack between Terence and Dr. Forsyth on February the 22nd.
I'd hardly call it a fight. I mean, Terence was drunk, he attacked him.
This was the same day he left the village, so there was bad blood between them.
Why are you asking all these questions about Adam and Terence? Is it because you think there might be some truth in Steph's allegations?
What do you think?
I really don't know.
I'm in the same position as you, sir. That's why I'm trying to get hold of all the facts.
Char, been here all day.
Yeah, you have to admire his optimism.
Anyone bought him a drink?
The nearest was Jehovah's Witness, gave him a copy of The Watchtower.
It's a pleasure to do business with you.
Of course, for a celebration. Can I get you a drink?
Just what do you think you play that? Some other time, mate. Something the matter?
You're deliberately nicking me drivers.
All's fair in love and business.
If you're looking for someone to celebrate with,
you would be my last choice.
Yeah, well, maybe, but you don't seem to have a lot of mates these days.
We're not going to let you get away with this.
You're picking on the wrong bloke. Ivan does the hiring.
Yeah, but you're the one who pulls his strings.
Save your breath. If he wants a war, you can have one.
I'm not usually one to grass, but I know you're worried about your dad's drinking. Been in here all day.
Again?
Must have sucked gallons, and now Scott's pouring more down him like.
I'll have that. You've had enough. Oh. And you shouldn't be encouraging him.
Oh, yeah. You're sacked.
I hope you managed to explain to the police that they're following some kind of wild goose chase.
We tried to answer their questions honestly.
We haven't seen Terence for months. We don't know where he could be.
I didn't want to say this, but he obviously doesn't want to be found.
Maybe you're right.
The important thing is that we don't mention any of this to Steph. It could confuse her more.
I think it would help.
We have to close down these fantasies. The fact is that Terence will be put on the missing persons register, and that'll be the end of it.
Then she'll never be sure what happened to him.
If she keeps making these wild accusations, then she could be sectioned for a very long time. We have to help her to forget.
It's time we wiped that smug smile off his face.
We should have done it weeks back. If Jimmy let 'em run rings round him.
So, what we're going to do?
Well, you've always managed to see off the competition before.
Word is it didn't take you long to put Zoe Tate out of business.
Oh, well, that was just village gossip. Our family would never be involved in something like that.
Yeah, right, like my family are all angels too.
Although it is true that a bit of industrial sabotage might be effective in these circumstances, but I couldn't possibly condone such behaviour.
Why don't you go and get another round in, Dad?
Good idea.
So?
You go, and if anybody asks, I did too. We had an early night.
So I'm your alibi.
Maybe Adam's right. Perhaps Terence has gone to ground somewhere.
I wish I could believe that.
Do you think he's dead?
I don't know. There's always been something slightly odd about Adam.
Most people like him, and he is a good doctor.
Yeah, well, sometimes he's almost too good to be true. And he's a worried man.
Go away. Terence, please. Go away. I can't see you. I mustn't see you. Because if I do, nobody will listen to me. They have to listen to me. Adam has to pay for what he did to you. Thank you, Terence.